That's what I do. My job is to make Doug look good.
And my job's to make Brandon look good.
That's exactly right.
Welcome to Sam's Garage, presented by NH Oil Undercoating. This week on Sam's Garage, the Great Race rolls through the Midwest, including hidden checkpoints, rookie nerves, and plenty of friendly trash talk. We'll meet the crews who wrench, navigate, and improvise their way across America. Then head to Southfield Classics, where EV hot rodding gets high voltage and high tech. And later, Sam gets hands-on with ROGO Fasteners' American-made gear, because when your bolts don't back out, neither do you.
We have 135 plus cars in the Great Race.
Checkpoints along the way that they don't know in advance, and so the goal is you're going to stay on target.
From start to finish, it's like family to me.
So keeping it maintained, keeping it running hard, it's a complete family member. It's an experience.
All the workers, all the towns that have been welcoming us.
Winning an ace in the Great Race is it's one of the things that just lifts you up.
Were we on time and everybody else was wrong? Were they on time and we were wrong? I guess we'll find out tonight.
New drivers, old iron, and one goal: don't get lost. From rookies earning their first ace to veterans keeping the wheels turning, it's all part of the Great Race chaos we love.
So Sam Madavi, Sam's Garage TV show, came along on the Great Race last year, did a segment of the Great Race, videoed them doing the race, and kind of had that as like a 10-minute little segment of their show. Every show showed that. They decided that it was so much fun or so much challenging that they wanted to come back and try it again, and that's what they're doing. They'll come by here in just a little bit. We'll shout them out when they get here, but they're doing a larger segment of the show this year, featuring the race and showing what it takes to do the race before, during, and after. So you'll get a good video of what's happening inside that car between the drivers and navigators. Really cool things that they're doing, but that's what this is about, is the Sam's Garage, the TV show, Sam Madavi.
First time doing it, you're only a rookie for one time, your first year. We did go to the spring rally a couple months ago to kind of learn the process of putting it all together. We did good there. We were the rookie winners for the spring rally, and we also were the rookie winners yesterday for the trophy run. An ace is you get a score of a 0 on one of the checkpoints. There's 5 or 6 hidden checkpoints a day, and if you do everything right, the race master knows at what time we're supposed to be at that checkpoint. And if you get there at second 0 and you get a 0 on that leg, they give you an ace. You get to put it on your car to tell everybody how good you did that day.
Everybody here has been really great. They're all trying to be helpful and really encouraging, which makes the experience even better. Hopefully, us being able to share our content as we go throughout the race will help encourage more people of different demographics, different ages, that they might be open to maybe coming to one of the stops to see the show or actually participating.
Really, all the guys on the support crew can pretty much do almost any job, either drive or navigate. Now, this being a first-year guy, he's not into navigation yet. We chose guys to be on the team who could really do multiple jobs.
I'm a navigator, so I would love to do this. I won't ever, but this is right up my alley, so it sounds so fun.
and he took his driver's test and had his first date in this
That's
car.
more information than they want.
We're the oldest car club in the Cedar Valley here in Waterloo. We were originally in 1955, and we're still in existence and still gaining members every once in a while. And the car club does different things throughout the whole city, goes to car shows, puts on demonstrations. We like to put on a car display, not so much a car show, but a display just so people can come in and see all the different cars.
Welcome back to Sam's Garage, presented by NH Oil Undercoating. New drivers, old cars, and more caffeine than sense. From student-built power wagons to ace-chasing rookies, the Great Race proves classic cars and their crews still have plenty of miles left in the tank.
You know, our corporate sponsor is Team Haggerty, but we also have ROGO that stepped up. So ROGO Fastener Company, Dan and his crew, the ROGO Fastener team, we've been having a great time. Dana loves getting all this swag. I got a pink hat, she's got a hoodie. She's been trying to wear the hoodie around, but it's a little hot for the hoodie. Yeah, a huge shout out to ROGO, a great sponsor for us this year.
And these two on the first day got an ace.
Our first great race,
Yes,
so
it
we're
is.
rookies, so that's a really big deal for
Very
us.
big deal, especially when I missed a turn, but you didn't miss the one that was on the ace deal.
No,
Very
we
good
didn't.
job.
We did miss one turn, yes.
We haven't gotten close to an ace, and I'm going to predict that we're not going to even get close to an ace this whole week, but we're going to have the most fun, right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
I'm a student at McPherson College for automotive restoration. So I go there to learn every single aspect of restoring classic cars and how to do it with the tools that existed in the 70s.
That is so cool.
This is sort of my whole world, old race cars, things breaking down, fixing them as it happens. So this is absolutely like heaven for me.
And you said you're a vintage car mechanic when you're not doing the rally racing.
Yes, I am. I work on vintage race cars, go with them to the racetrack, and when things break, I'm there to help out and get them back out on the track.
And you found her at the Jesse Combs Foundation.
Yes, we met through SEMA and the Jesse Combs Foundation. I was the Rising Star Awards recipient on the 23rd year.
Yep.
I said that's strange.
That's very cool.
I met Joe last year through that, and Dana put us together, and we've been rocking and rolling ever since.
Back in 2017, we said, okay, we're going to do this one time. I asked my buddy Brandon. I said, hey, you're a civil engineer. You know, do you think you could figure out how to do this whole great race thing? And he says, absolutely. So he got in there. We were going to do this one time together, and now 8 years later, it's been the longest one-time adventure I've ever done in my life. Rookie division was awesome. We got the building blocks and the foundation of being able to actually do the rallying. We'd never done a time, speed, and distance rally prior. And now I think we're pretty much old experts, you know, as the moniker would say. We just really enjoy it. I think we had a lot more fun maybe in our rookie year when we were just kind of guessing on the seam of our pants, but now we're a lot more precise, and the scores are a lot more fun to look at when we get in each day.
We're driving a 1953 Dodge Power Wagon. I'm the freshman motorsports instructor at Alfred State College. I have 3 of my freshman motorsports students with me, and then 2 automotive students who are going to be continuing their education after this. So I got a team of 5 students, and we're driving the 53 Dodge Power Wagon, hopefully to the end in South Carolina. We're in the X Cup category. It's for college and high school teams to get students involved with classic cars. You know, it gives them a chance to see a whole bunch of classic cars.
Three aces, rookies. That's so impressive. You guys been good to each other in the car?
We had one little day yesterday. Yesterday was bad, and we looked at each other after we did it. We said, all right, no more of that. And it lasted about 5 seconds. Surprisingly, I thought it was going to happen the first day and the second day. And at the end of every day, we've kind of leaned over and looked at each other and hugged and kissed before we ever ride. If we just kind of breathe. When it's over, I don't have to tell you, it's you're done.
Yeah, you just
mean,
relax.
You're mentally, you're physically.
It's very enduring on the people
as
well as the car.
riding motorcycles. You get arm burn. I mean, it's crazy. You can't explain it.
And what kind of results have you seen from the customers? Did you get any feedback from them?
For us to sell, it's easy. Now, more or less, we're just providing a service for the product.
For you guys to have the reputation that you have and the backlog that you have, that means that you do everything correctly when it comes to the steps and the procedures of applying NHOU's products. Alexander, who has come all the way from Europe.
I am a distributor.
Distributor?
Yes,
Wow.
for Europe countries, and have been working with NHO more than 5 years.
So how many dealers do you actually have under you?
Well, at the moment, we have approximately more than 10 dealers, and we have partners, partner service, like garages. They do additional service.
Yep, regular maintenance and service, and then they add this service to their lineup.
Always in the back of my mind, I always wanted to have my own business. At the end of the day, I don't like being helpless, so the more I can learn, the better.
Cool. So do you guys plan on doing this for long term?
We're the first ones in Canada, and we're not going to be the last.
Well, there you go, guys. Father and son team doing undercoating and restorations for people. You guys can get into it as well. This is a father and son team. They're not only going to help protect the investments of others, but they're going to make money while they do it.
Welcome back to more Sam's Garage, presented by NHOU. At Southfield Classics, the sparks are literal. Noah and Jesus show how modern modules, CAN bus brains, and old school craftsmanship come together to make electric builds run like classic hot rods, just quieter.
This week at Southfield Classics, we're going to show you guys that putting a cab on a frame on one of these high voltage SC31Ts is no different than any other hot rod, right?
Absolutely. It takes a little bit of time, a little bit of patience. You got to maneuver it carefully, not to scratch the paint, of course, the paint and the powder coat on it. So you got to go kind of slow and easy. Take your time and get it on there right.
Yep, you got 4 points on the frame that are actually welded, and those are the original body mounts that would be on the original frame.
Correct. So we did our own designed rear body mount for the cab of these trucks that we've used, that we've welded on to give it more of a rigid mount with a rubber gasket in between. The front is actually the stock style mount.
Okay, so it actually sits on, there's no bushing in the middle that can deteriorate in the future.
No, it's basically just squaring it up between those 4 points.
There you go, that's pretty cool. So now that the cab is on the frame, Noen is going to go ahead and put 4 bolts in so nothing moves, and then him and Jesus are going to go ahead and put all the modules in, the CAN bus, the brains, the inverter, everything we need to make this thing run.
So basically we need the base so we can start adding all the components to run the high voltage portion of it. They're going to go in there and add all the components to the back and then run all the wiring to get everything going on it.
So what you guys are going to do, basically, we got all the modules here, the inverter, everything it takes to run the low and the high, because the low is the CAN bus and the high does all the work. Noen and Jesus are going to go ahead and mock up their modules, make sure everything was exactly like it was before they did the paint job. Then if they're cool with it, next week we're going to go ahead and put in the wiring. So what do we got going in first?
So what we got going in first are the passenger side panel, driver side panel.
And here it looks like you got CAN bus, low voltage stuff. Is that correct?
That is correct. So a lot of this is pretty much relays and fuses and everything in this. This is what they call the PDU, the power distribution unit. And this pretty much has a CAN system from which it talks to the ECU, and the ECU tells it, obviously, circulate voltage in between and read signals and all that other stuff. That actually is what sends electrical currents, all these little tiny ones, to actually wake up, right, to get the system running. And then we obviously have the little fuse links, and then we have the main relay that actually switches on some of this power when you turn on the key.
And these relays are not automotive relays, or are they a mix between automotive and household relays?
I mean, they're a new style automotive relay. They're small, micro size.
Wow.
Yeah.
And these are 12-volt relays?
Yes, they are.
Usually a 5-volt relay was small like that.
Right. So these ones here are a little more compact, a newer type style design, that people use on some of their stuff now. And so we're able to adapt it to what they're using on this system here.
It's incredible that the same current can go through something this small that used to go through something that big.
Correct. So obviously, like we were discussing before about technology getting smaller.
It's amazing how they could just keep advancing themselves,
Correct. They're just reinventing the wheel and making it smaller and smaller each time they're doing it. So after we get done mounting all our components where they sit, our wiring harness lays in there, and we get everything pretty much running in the route that it needs to go, clean. It's Pretty straightforward from there.
All right, Jesus and Noah got all the modules in. Looks pretty good in there.
Yeah, it's looking great. Looks more like a circuit board now.
Absolutely does, the business end.
Yep.
So what's next?
So next up is going to be installing the wiring harness, getting everything laid out into the cab, and start running all the wires to the rest of the components.
And that's going to be next week.
Welcome back to Sam's Garage, presented by NHOU. Sam unboxes ROGO's precision hardware lineup. Hose clamps that don't quit, copper anti-seize that doesn't stain your phone, and a mug that proves you've officially got your nuts.
So Julie and I met Dan and his wife at the 2024 Great Race. They were not only contestants, but they brought their awesome station wagon filled with everything they carry at ROGO Fastener to be as a support vehicle for the other 130 people that were there, right? So we hooked up with him and his son Joe at Irmo, South Carolina, and I was going through Joe's van and I saw this setup. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna sneak out the back door with one of these, and here we are. So sorry, Dan. So what we got here is organization, really. We got the best fasteners made right here in the USA for over 30 years, family owned. Right? And that's a big difference, because family owned means that they care. They care in the packaging, they care in the delivery, and they mostly care in the customer service. But the biggest thing, honestly, when I'm ordering something and it comes to me, it really depends on how it's boxed up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I had the joy of unboxing the whole pallet. And I mean, literally from the outside of the pallet, the way everything is done, it's so nice and organized. Professionally packaged. Everything was really well protected in separate boxes. And then you look at everything and the way it all came, and it's so organized.
But the quality is where it really matters. For instance, these hose clamps. I can't tell you what a bear it's been having hose clamps today just fail on me. ROGO Fastener does it different. They're old school, they're high quality stainless steel, American made, and they're not gonna fail on you.
Yeah, but on top of that, when it's made in America, you're employing Americans, and that's just great for the economy in whole.
We got abrasives here, all the way from coarse to fine, along with sanding discs in a gravity-fed compartment that'll hang on the wall, making it very easy for you to keep everything organized in one spot and to easily be able to reorder and refill the cabinet. Zip ties. You're always asking me where the zip ties are. Well, sometimes I don't even know what drawer I put them in, but zip ties we use in volume. What we got here is anti-seize, okay? But it's not the regular gray anti-seize that you wear home and your wife gets upset at you. This stuff is copper and very thick. I've already opened this thing 2 or 3 times.
And you didn't get any on your clothes.
I didn't get any anywhere. And you've got the cabinets themselves. Now, in the cabinets, we got an aerosol cabinet right here. And in this aerosol cabinet, we have, it comes out, there is 4 rows deep, and there is room for others, whatever aerosol cans that you may see in their catalog, and their catalog is filled with everything you may need. Not only that, we got here at the bottom, we got 4 drawers up top, 4 drawers at the bottom. I happen to have the plastic fasteners. These are the fasteners that we've been using the last 15 years, fastening the under shields and anything plastic on a vehicle. We got 2 drawers of that. We got regular screws, chrome, tapered, all sorts of assortment screws that you would normally find in dashboard settings. And the cool thing about this cabinet is you can very easily close this up, just like this, take it out of the drawer, go to your workstation, and do what you need to do. So save yourself the time and money and the customer by going to ROGO, getting yourself an assortment, and just using what you need.
And then you'll notice, I think there was still one in there, but each drawer is, is certified, packed, inspected, by an employee at ROGO. So.
Yep. And they always have specials. They got a very nice cup here.
Yeah.
They got specials online. Right now, if you buy 6, 8, and 10 millimeter nuts, 3 packages, you get a free cup. And that's why right here it says, I got my nuts mugged at rogofastener.com. That's a special going on right now. Don't forget to constantly go to their website when you're ordering and always look at their specials.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think what's key about ROGO is it's high quality and it's organized. And for people like you, that's exactly what you need to keep you going on the job, right?
Absolutely right. And stay tuned, guys, because together Dan and I are going to be working on his father's Suburban. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff together in 26, and we're going to be showcasing this stuff at SEMA in 2027.
From rookie racers to high voltage builds and shop grade fasteners, this week proved one thing. Whether it's torque, tech, or thread pitch, the details make the drive. Catch us next time on Sam's Garage, where every project comes with stories and sarcasm under the hood.